Oh yeah, I'm minging on it.
Do you know why? Because I was doing the graft, splashing the graft onto you.
What's it? You were doing the hard
work.
graft.
You've got your plugs in and on.
Sweets, man. What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We're back in the unit again today. As you can see, it needs loads of work done to it. I mean, this place is nowhere near how we want it to be. But the job for today is we're going to do some of the dirty work that needs to be done.
Right, as we said in the last video, the concrete isn't thick enough. So these are the pads marked out that we need to cut and get digging. So no better time to get cutting and digging.
And we've already marked out the floor where the ramps are going to go. So we've got a ramp here. There's loads of headroom. We've measured that, and there's no way for a normal car that we're going to hit them beams. So we're going to have a ramp here, and we're also going to have a ramp here, and that's going to be on an angle just to make sure that there's good access onto the ramp. They don't get in the way of each other. And plus we'll be able to have workbench all the way around the back, which will be really cool. So today's job will be to cut the floor. We'll not get the concrete in today. I think we'll just maybe tag that onto this video afterwards. But yeah, that's why I've got the PPE on. And I've just bought this little bad boy off eBay, 40 quid. And it's a really, really cheap SDS where you can turn the rotary off and get a good chisel bit. And that's so we can hack up all of this asphalt covering over here. That'll come up really easily as soon as we've got the chisel on it. Because I'm not doing that by hand, there's no chance. Didn't like that manual labour stuff. A big warm welcome to Spencer the Hammer. So that's the first one cut there, and you can see that the concrete floor is probably only about four and a bit inches, and then it's just crap underneath. But the good thing is that we've took it out and we've hit solid clay, so that'll fill up with concrete nicely. And we've also dug a little bit under the sides, so straight away the concrete can fill that gap and it can all just be sort of supporting. It'll work out mint, but it ended up being quite a bit of work there, didn't it, Spence?
Yes.
It did. Coming up all right, that, isn't it?
Spot on. Like peeling me knickers off.
Well, yeah. Even after you've been sweating digging all these. So there's number 3. It's number 2. That's the first one we did. So 3 of them are done. Just one more to do, and then we can go home. So that ended up being a killer day, but that's number 4 done now as well. So that ramp there, which is at an angle to the wall, they're all dug in. And then the first ramp will be here, and that'll be exactly parallel to the wall, so that's all dug in. And them are 8 inches deep, so we only need 6 inches for the ramp, so 8 inches plus they're much wider than the feet. We've made them 200mm wider on each side, so they're actually pretty thick pads them. But yeah, that's them completely done now. So the next step that we'll be hitting is concrete, but it's a Saturday and we've been at this all day. My hands are killing because we're not used to this hard work. Spencer is actually, he's a bit of a beast. He was like Thor with a hammer. Did you see him? He was like, whoosh! But yeah, that'll do for the day. The next step is we need to get concrete in there. Concrete here, concrete here. Spence, concrete here.
Three days later.
Exciting times today again as well. We've got the ramps on the go, so we've got them upended, as you've just seen. That was me and Andy and Chris and Spence, so big huge thanks to all them for tipping up and giving them a hand. But they're just setting up now. We're going to have to get these ramps nice and level, plumb, all the rest of it, and then we'll get them bolted to the ground. And we're going to do that with these. These are M16 by 150mm, so 6 inches. And that's what's recommended by the manufacturer, so it'll be good. There's a good like 8 to 9 inches of concrete in there, so going down 6 inches to put these in is nothing. It'll be a really, really good hold. So let's get it done. At the end of the day, it was only going to be a matter of millimetres, you know, because... Right, let's bolt them down. Oh God, man. I think I can live with that.
Oh, aye.
That's freaking awesome.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I'll give that man a roll. Go on, hold that. Oh, good God, look at that. It's freaking perfect, man. Make the noise.
It hasn't got a noise. That's inadequate, that.
It is inadequate.
Substandard level.
It is. Well, we're going to have to up our game, aren't we?
Exactly.
Simple as that. Right, let's just double check this one then, and then...
See, he might nipping him up what you're saying, Andy.
Aye, because the gap at the edge.
He might want a little doohickey.
Aye, just
Got a little one.
A little one.
Let's swap. Put your hair on.
It's on the far side of the thing. Well, let's try there. Try there. Try there. That's what the out for that one.
You see that?
Oh man, it's perfect, aye. It's perfect, aye.
There's a thing there waiting on the route.
Aye, that's
There's a little belly here, aren't there?
Aye, there's a little belly in the thing too.
I would see, there's that.
Aye, there's that. Aye, look, I see all that rock there, so
Yeah,
there's going to need to be
A shim, aye.
some shimmy shoes on there.
We're going to have to balance that so the shim...
The thing is, you know, when you When you tighten it down, you tighten them evenly.
Aye. We'll get them drilled.
Yeah.
And then we'll basically just have them loose-ish and shim them if we need to.
Sure.
Shim them, sure.
Everyone likes a little bit extra, don't they?
They do.
Okay, put a level on that.
Nice and clean, please.
You need to be cleaned. I'll use your cleaning method as you do on the loophouse, right?
What's that?
Not very often.
My cleaning schedule. Aye. You don't clean track cars, do you? You ate too much?
Just like 5.
It was the chips.
4 chips.
Oh, sorry.
4 chips. Or was it 2 cups of Coke? It's got to be that.
Right. I didn't say it like that. Greedy kid. Nails out of the toe. Eats everyone's chips. And wonders why you feel
Sluggish.
that's the carbs taking hold.
Or maybe it's the 12 hours we've been on the boat.
Oh, in that case, slow down and eat more than that.
I'll go for that one then.
So that's ramp number 1 fitted completely. We've took a little bit of time to really adjust. Spence comes in then. So that's ramp number 1 done. That's the ramps all wired into the board now. Had a little bit of a mare and had to get the multifunction out because the phases are actually coming into the board at the wrong rotation. They're coming in as 2, 1, 3. So I've had to wire them backwards slightly to 1, 2, 3, so it ends up perfect at the ramp. And obviously you only know that if you've got a multifunction tester, so I had to break that out to find out. But they're wired in now and they're working, and we've also spent a little bit of time just balancing them. So these are hydraulic 4-ton ramps and they are joined together, the carriages are joined together with these ropes, and you have to just, you know, wind the nuts to balance each side so that the carriages go up at the same time. We used Unistrut to get the armoured cable all the way over to the board. And they're looking pretty good, but it's not had a car on yet, so the next step is we need to get a car on. So it looks like Chris's Skoda Octavia is going to be the first one on. Looks sweet, doesn't it? Now we'll get to have a good look under Chris's car as well.
Fix its problems.
See what's wrong.
I've got a one. I think it's in the boot of the car.
Ah, you've only got one box, haven't you?
Couldn't be that there. See, that's at the back. It is just a little silence on the back, isn't it? It's tiny.
Ah, you've still got your second door too as well.
That shit needs gone.
It's deleted,
Does that make a difference? It's a bung. It's a bung walker.
No, it does. It does make a difference. People just think it is like it checks the cat, but it has got more rolls than that. But you still don't need it though.
Aye, well, exhaust.
There's that oil in there when it went. It just sprayed. That's how my back bumpers all burned. Caught fire.
Forged motor in there. I think that'll do for this video then. So we now have a fully working 2-post ramp. The other one over here, it needs a little bit of fettling, and that's because the floor is a bit more uneven on this side, so that when we surveyed the base plates in, we didn't realise that the carriages come so low, and we've cut the floor a little bit here. So it means that we're probably going to have to cut the floor a little bit more just to completely even out this bit of floor. But that's nothing, we've done the concreting before, so it just means we'll have to do it again. I think we'll wrap up this video though, one ramp going, one ramp will be going. It's as simple as that. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. Please remember to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let us know what you think, how you think the workshop's going out. We're really excited about how it's going. So we'd love to know what you think too. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.